All right, everybody, welcome back to Tech Talk with Dan Harley. This is episode number 103. What is CCleaner and why did it get infected? Recorded on September 22nd, 2017. Yeah, this week is yet another crazy week for me. First of all, I had quite a scare with my mom. She's currently in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, at our other house, and she had a health issue, went to the ER. And so I basically freaked out for a few days, and finally she's kind of okay right now and resting. And I'm going to try to put my marbles back together in the same pile again. So it was quite a roller coaster for, thank God, nothing. She was okay. But there was a few moments there we really weren't sure. So I want to thank all you, my family and friends out there in Ho Chi Minh City, watch over my mom. A little recap, episode number 102. By the way, if you're noticing my microphone sounds a little bit different here, it's because I had a little bit of an accident around here, and I kind of had to readjust my mic to get away from it, some of the calamity here. So anyway, so pardon me on that. Anyway, episode number 102, how accurately predicted the path of Hurricane Irma. We talked about Weather Underground with Dale last week, and how the crowdsourced weather reports go through Weather Underground. Pretty interesting information we were sharing back and forth. And in fact, if you live in a weather-prone area, such as Florida, Oklahoma, the hurricane areas, Texas, all that stuff, the Gulf Coast states, you may well listen to the episode and catch up on what Weather Underground does. It could very well be a vital source of information for you folks out in those ways there. So anyway, before we get going, let's make some announcements here. As usual, thank you for watching and listening. I very much appreciate it. You folks have been my listeners and my fan base out there. You're growing. I think I might have a dozen people out there listening right now. Actually, quite a bit more than that. But I'm really appreciative. I bumped into some folks over around the local area here that I actually listen to my show, and it makes me feel good. I'm really touching some folks out there and making a difference in the technology life. So now, anyway, if you're listening iTunes or Android podcast directories, if you're watching YouTube, if you are found us on Facebook, do me a big favor, rate my show, submit the review, subscribe to my channel, like my page. Leave a question, a comment, question, some kudos, and so and all that stuff there also get you notified when the next show comes around. But I very much appreciate that. Now, if you need to find me, the YouTube channel, the Facebook page, so on and so forth, probably the fastest way to do that is just go to primeconcepts.net, the website. That's primeconcepts.net. You got links to the podcast show information, the directories where they're located, a YouTube channel, Facebook page, all that good stuff. And also, we got lots of free tutorials on that site there on business internet related topics. And my favorite tutorial is free and almost free ways to advertise your business online. So go check that out. Absolutely free, no obligations to go any further. Please pass the word, share the episode with other folks, and tell others about the podcast show and YouTube channel. Quick legal disclaimer. Products mentioned in this and other episodes of Tech Talk with Darren Harley could be paid as affiliate commissions, promotional commissions, or the liking by the product or service provider. In other words, I just might try to sell you something. So, and that in mind here, in fact, this is something we're going to talk about a little bit later in the show here. Make sure you take advantage of a special offer from Carbonite. If you don't back up computer imported data, you could risk losing it in a split second, as what we're going to be talking about here pretty soon. Accounting files, personal documents, family pictures, and other important files can be lost in a split second. It's happened to me. That's why you need something like Carbonite. And what Carbonite is a cloud backup service. Is very renowned for being extremely easy to use and install. No technical skills required. Backs up everything on your computer automatically, with high quality encryption. If you're concerned with the HIPAA compliance or legal compliance in law areas, Carbonite has a service for you to handle that. Your files and data are very well protected and secured. Now, no worries, no hassles. Also very affordable, less than 20 cents per day to back up and protect your computer. So now, let's say we partnered up with Carbonite to allow us to make this offer here. Let me kind of pull that up here real quick, It should be on the screen here. Free trial for Carbonite at primeconcepts.net/link/Carbonite. That's primeconcepts.net/link/Carbonite. You find links to this at primeconcepts.net, so you can take advantage of this free offer. So anyway, also, if you have problems with your business, if you're spending too much on, if you think you're spending too much on a website or internet advertisement and really not getting anywhere, if you know you need to get out your business online and just don't understand how, give us a call. Our initial consultation is free, and I've be proud that I've helped many business owners get in the right path to their success. So. And I'm very proud of that. So anyway, you can call us at 760-247-4814 or find us at more information at primeconcepts.net. All right, back to the topic. What is CCleaner and why did it get infected? Well, let me tell you a little story here. I got a friend of mine several years ago. She's probably one of my 12 listeners here. She called me up saying my computer's running real super slow. It's sluggish. It's not getting anywhere. She thought maybe something's broke. So I told her, go to this site, look for CCleaner, download it, run on your computer, and let's see what happens. She kind of did that, and while we're talking on the phone, and the CCleaner went through the system and cleaned it all out, and it started running like it was a brand new computer, and she's just shocked. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. So cool thing about it is free. It's a free program. So anyway, so that is kind of what CCleaner kind of does. In fact, the best way to describe CCleaner is what it used to be called, which is called Crap Cleaner. And it basically did exactly what that. It cleaned all the crap out of a computer. Because PCs tend to get gummed up with schmutz. And the longer they run, the longer the schmutz builds up, and the longer the performance of the computer deteriorates. So Crap Cleaner kind of goes in there and cleans out all the cookies and caches and cleans the registries. And we're just doing that if you never done that before and run CCleaner for the first time, you think you got a brand new computer. But if you do it on a regular basis, it kind of optimizes your computer, kind of keeps it running on a as top-notch level as you possibly can. And likewise, this Puriform, who's a company that developed and maintains CCleaner, they built a really good program, a very popular program. They've distributed over 2 billion users, and they've done a very good job for themselves. So anyway, Puriform is a UK company they're favored by a lot of folks for the CCleaner and some of these other products. CCleaner is obviously the most popular. So anyway, what it seemed to have happened to cause this infection, this malware infection, is Avast, which is a very large company that do a lot of security, computer security and digital security, very popular company. They bought Puriform in July of this year, just a couple months ago. And unfortunately, their first update since acquisition caused just distribution of the malware. And this particular malware was infecting a lot of computers, but especially the older 32-bit type of computers. And this malware was very well built, for lack of better words. It was actually targeting 20 specific large companies: Cisco, Google, Yahoo, stuff like that. Once it got within those systems, it just dispersed itself and infected thousands and thousands and thousands of computers, and essentially went undetected for a few weeks, almost a month. So it was pretty bad. Now here's even worse here. The fix is really bad. It's recommended that if you do have an infection, that you reformat your hard drive, which is about as awful as you're going to get when you try to fix your computer after a virus attack or something like that. So right now, if you do have an infection, it's recommended you basically start from scratch. That's how bad this thing is. Now, And it's because a lot of things. First of all, this infection can remain stealthy for weeks until it activates. You'll never, even the updated antivirus programs won't detect this virus until it decides to activate. So that's a big problem right there. The only way to get rid of a virus like stealthy virus like that is to reformat your computer. And it remains untraceable until it's activated. So this is a really bad one. In fact, like I say earlier, this is what these viruses, the malware that's coming out now, are becoming much more more complex, more destructive too. So now Avast and Puriform, the same company now, they're working on the problem, and hopefully they'll have an easier fix soon. But this time being here, if you're infected, it's unfortunately they're advising just to reformat and start over. So also, more bad news too on this thing here. The folks at Avast, people looking over this virus, this malware, they're still not sure who did it. They know this virus has been deployed before, and they're pretty sure it's going to happen again. So it kind of tells you, what do we do to try to protect yourselves for this? It goes back to, well, maybe you should make sure you have your computer backed up. And I don't know where the thing is over here. I'm going to say right there. Okay. Try out the Carbonite free offer and make sure you back your computer up. That's the best way to make sure you're not going to be infected. So this is one of those things that even the best antivirus might not be able to prevent. So consider that, either back up manually or consider Carbonite or another service to do the same thing. So I don't mean to scare you folks out there, but I do just lay out the facts. This is a pretty bad one. And like myself, I use Puriform. The CCleaner has been a favorite staple of mine. All my computers have CCleaner. In fact, I got one computer that did get infected pretty bad, and I'm looking to reformat the drive anyway. But so that's where we're at right now. You know, like I said, these viruses are becoming more and more complex, and much more destructive. And right now, we're looking at the best way to prevent it. Back up. So anyway, that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and close off this episode. And if you folks out there, a quick offer here: if you want to drive more customers to your business, cheaper and faster, you need to use the internet better for your business, we can help you. So give us a call, and for initial free setup, free consultation at 760-247-4814, or look for more information on how to contact us at primeconsult.net. So anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode. So thank you for watching and listening, and good luck and Godspeed to your online success.